Hey guys, it's me again, Joe, your Bisaya reader, and welcome to another video. And for today, I am going to present you the books that I am currently reading. As you know, guys, I am a person or a reader who reads multiple books at the same time. I'm a mood reader. It rarely happens that I'm going to pick a book and then read it in one sitting and not be distracted to read other books. It happens if I have been anticipating that book. For example, it's a final book of trilogy, when the previous book before that one ended with a very cliffhanger. That's a time where I pick the book and then read it immediately without being distracted to pick another book. So I'm really a mood reader. So as a result of being a mood reader, I am reading, not literally, different books at the same time. And for today, for the start of 2022, I ended reading 6 books, I think. Probably 7, but I finished the one. So it's 6 as of this moment while I'm filming. I'm reading 6 books at the same time. So yeah, let's dive right into it. The first book that I started back in 2021, up until now, I'm still reading it. Is a book belongs to the science fiction genre under the adult category, and that is a second book of the DESOLATION, A Memory Called Empire, and this is the A Desolation Called Peace by Arcady Martin. So this is a very thick book. It might not look like thick if you're holding the hard physical cover, which I have back in my shelf in my unit. But if you're going to open it, you're going to be very intimidated because the fonts are really small. The main reason why I wasn't able to finish picking that one, because again, it's not bad. It's me again as being a mood reader. There's really a lot of technical stuff, especially it's under adult science fiction genre, that can be overwhelming sometimes. Technical terms in science fiction. Add the complex naming system of the author. The names of the characters are not that easy to follow. But anyway, the story has been just started right away where the first book ended. And of course, I'm not going to tell you more about this one. I'm just really excited to finish this within this year. I'm probably around 1/8 of the book now. So my target is to finish this in the first quarter of 2022. In case you haven't read The Memory Called Empire yet, it's very polarizing. It's not for everyone, but if you're really into space opera with a lot of political intrigue, then please do pick The Memory Called Empire. It's a debut novel of Arcady Martin. It won the Hugo Award. Next book that I'm currently reading right now is going to be another book I started last year. This is very famous. It actually won the Best Fiction Book in 2020. This is the Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Now, Matt Haig is the newest author on my all-time favorite author list, and I really love his humans. I've heard about him even before his The Midnight Library blew up. So I finally got a copy last year of The Midnight Library from Book Outlet through Paging Old Bookworms. Thank you, Ate. And then when I read it, I was so excited because I've been really anticipating. I've been seeing myself going to read it in one go because I'm a new fan of Matt Haig because of the humans. Unfortunately, the first chapter of the book, this isn't a spoiler, it's a first chapter, and then, of course, the first chapter, most of the information in the first chapter are already in the premise of the book. Unfortunately, the first chapter triggered me. I'm a cat person, and there's cats dying. There's a cat who died in the first, and it just really made me sad, and it kind of affected how I see the book, and it just continues to happen page after page after page, continues to trigger me, and it was kind of disappointing for me personally because my mood changed from very excited to read it to kind of scared reading it. But I'm still hopeful that I'll be able to pick this as soon as possible this year. I'm just going to be gentle to myself by being, holding back whatever things are in store for me on the following pages of that book. So, again, The Midnight Library. And if you haven't heard of The Midnight Library, please do check it. It's very interesting premise, but again, there's a lot of trigger warnings. Take it from me. Personal experience. Mm. Next, the third book I'm currently reading right now is going to be again. Okay, this book is a prequel of my all-time favorite book ever. This is a science fiction, adult category. If you ever heard of Sea of Rust, I've been talking about Sea of Rust by C. Robert Cargill. This book that I'm currently reading is Day Zero by C. Robert Cargill. The story of Day Zero happened years before the first scene of Sea of Rust. And it's basically a prequel. But I don't suggest you reading Day Zero before Sea of Rust because you will be spoiled in Day Zero. So you need to check or read Sea of Rust first and then read the prequel. That's my suggestion. I'm currently reading Day Zero, and I'm kind of surprised I was not still able to finish reading it because I've been anticipating this book for a very long time since Sea of Rust is my all-time favorite book. But anyway, I yeah, while filming this, I kind of reminded myself that I need to pick the one as soon as possible and finish it because the last time I remember reading that book, I was just so happy of the things that going. It really brought a lot of memories of what happened to the Sea of Rust. The writing style of C. Robert Cargill was on point, and I need to pick that book after filming this. And it's a post-apocalyptic science fiction, and most of our main characters are robots that acts like humans. They have emotions and stuff. So please do read it. I'm not going to say more about Day Zero because I don't want to spoil you in case you're planning to read Sea of Rust. That's my all-time favorite book by C. Robert Cargill. The fifth one that I'm currently reading is going to be a nonfiction, another book by Matt Haig. Again, I'm a new fan of Matt Haig after reading The Humans. So I told you a while ago what happened between me and the Midnight Library. So I gave his newest release or recent release, which is a nonfiction, The Comfort Book. It's all about depression. It's kind of obvious that, or I think he is very open that he's suffering from mental health, the author, Matt Haig. And it really reflects on the pages of the books that he's writing, Midnight Library, The Humans, and now the Comfort Book. He's very vulnerable about his disease, about his struggles with his mental health. You can see it on the pages of the book. It's very interesting because there are ways that you can really relate, especially if you have some mental health problems also. At the same time, at the bottom line, if you're just going to go back, the obvious title of the book, The Comfort Book, it gives hope to those people who is also having or struggling with mental health. And I am almost done with this book, The Comfort Book. It's really short and very interesting. The writing style is direct to the point. And I highly suggest you need to pick this one also if you need comfort, if you're struggling, if you're down, if you need hope. Just pick this book, Comfort Book. It will not let you down. Straight to the point. You're going to learn a lot of lessons also that you can apply on your daily lives. Take it from me. The next one is going to be a book that I received last Christmas as a gift. This is going to be This is going to be The Traveling Cat Chronicles by Hiro Arikawa. And I started reading this last week because I just really want to read books, really great books that has cats on it. And since I received this as a Christmas gift and I've been eyeing to buy this book years ago, I was kind of excited to read it. And then I started it last week, and then I just caught myself reading first 55 or 56 pages already, and there's only around 288 pages. And I'm loving what the things are happening so far in the story. Loving the cat, one of our main character, which is Nana. Kind of sounds like our cat Nona. But anyway, the Traveling Cat Chronicles is really a cozy read. But I know there's still a lot of things in store and the following pages that might be very emotional. I'm just trying to prepare myself for it. But so far, I'm loving the first 55 pages. I'm really having fun reading it. That's actually the book I read last night before I go to sleep. So I can't wait to review this book and also post my book review of that book after I finish reading it. Now, officially, the last book on this video is going to be a book that I started reading before the storm, before Odette, back in December 2021. I just read it on my Kindle. This is going to be one of my most anticipated read, but I don't know why I wasn't able to finish reading it up until now. Maybe because the storm happened. My sense of urgency of finishing it got lost together with the storms. I don't know. It's going to be Cytonic by Brandon Sanderson. This is a science fiction young adult, the third, and I'm sure it's not the final book. I think there's four books in the series. This is the second to the last book. And this Cytonic by Brandon Sanderson, I started reading the first 25 or 30 pages. I'm not really sure, something around there, since I'm just reading it on my Kindle. I can't remember the exact page number. And I'm kind of confused, to be honest. That's one more thing that I'm going to add why I wasn't able to finish the book. Because reading the first chapter of the Cytonic by Brandon Sanderson, it felt like very detached on how the second book ended. So it seems that there's really a lot of things that happen between book 2 and book 3 that I am out of the loop. So that's the main thing that I think I'm not, that stops me to continue reading it and finish reading the book as soon as possible. But anyway, it's not a bad book. It's not a bad series. If you haven't heard, Skywards was really, really good. And Starsight was also good. It started really bad, but the last half really blew my mind away. That's why I'm really excited to read Cytonic. Hopefully, on this first quarter, we'll see about my schedule. But anyway, for this video, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. So those are the 7 books I'm currently reading right now. And I'm going to do my best to finish at least half of them or more than half of them on the first quarter of this year. But yeah, you'll never know. As a mood reader, I might pick another book that I'm going to start reading again and add them to the list and to the pile. We'll see. But I'm going to motivate myself to finish reading first the books that I started reading when this year started. This is me again, Joel, your Bisaya reader. Thank you so much for watching. Keep safe. Bye-bye.